What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So you clearly see the title of the broadcast here. And you know what? This is wild. This is wild. So apparently, a lady from what I'm gathering here, a lady from Texas is she came down to Mississippi and she decided to go to the Walmarts in Biloxi and stick razor blades in baked goods. Now, I don't understand, what's going on with somebody that mentally ill and things like that. But you know what? I've always advocated, and I know, if you follow me and things like that, you've heard me plenty of times that I advocate for bringing back insane asylums. And this is a prime example of a person that needs to be in an insane asylum, with the jackets that make you hug yourself. But we're going to go here now and we're going to check this out. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
This is about the last thing you'd want to see in your groceries, a razor blade sticking out of a loaf of bread. But police say that's exactly what Walmart discovered repeatedly this month in Biloxi, Mississippi.
We just have no way of knowing how many loaves of bread or items in the bakery were tampered with to begin with, and how many may have been sold, and over the course of what amount of time.
According to investigators, on December 5th, a customer reported finding a razor blade in a muffin from a Walmart supercenter. Then 3 days later, police say another customer found a razor blade in a loaf of bread bought from a separate Walmart store.
And then it was when there was a third report at the supercenter on December 14th, where they were like, hey, this might be something.
Investigators say surveillance video led them to this woman, 33-year-old Camille Benson, who's now charged with attempted mayhem. Her motive.
What is attempted mayhem? Hold on here. What is the charge for attempted mayhem?
Attempted mayhem is a serious felony, similar to completed mayhem, but the specific charges can vary by state. It usually involves lengthy prison sentences and fines, reflecting the intent to cause harm, even if the injury wasn't complete.
So attempted mayhem is a felony. Okay, so obviously they caught this bat right here, and thank God they caught this bat. You know what I'm saying? That she can't just be flying around damaging baked goods and doing all types of harm to innocent people. Jesus, thank God. So attempted mayhem is a felony. Obviously, we're going to go here now. Yes, she's catching a felony, so she's going to do some time.
Unclear. NBC News has not been able to reach Benson for comment. In a statement, Walmart writing, "We have removed and thoroughly inspected all potentially affected products at impacted stores in Biloxi," adding customers should throw out any tampered products and visit Walmart for a refund. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News.
We thank you for watching, and remember.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going because there's always more on the bottom line. And yes, attempted mayhem is a felony. Shout out to all you people out there that think that you're going to go do some dumb shit and it's just going to be okay. All right. Attempted mayhem, a felony. Let's go here now.
New at 6. We're learning more about the woman accused of putting razor blades inside loaves of bread at 2 Biloxi Walmart stores. Investigators say the suspect is not from Mississippi, and they're now working to determine a motive.
WXXV's Everett Gagne Jr. visited one of the stores involved.
Yes, police say the suspect identifies as 33-year-old Camille Benson of Texas is now facing charges of attempted mayhem after multiple reports of sharp metal blades inside loaves of bread right here in the city of Biloxi. Authorities say the investigation began after customers reported discovering what appeared to be razor blades embedded inside loaves of bread purchased from 2 Walmart.
This is crazy right here. Look at this bat right here. This is sad. This is sad. Obviously, this individual here, and listen, look, I can't call her a lady. She's not a lady. She has nothing to do with ladies. at all. You know, I grew up with ladies, real ladies, feminine women. Look at this bat right here. This is ridiculous right here. This person right here, regardless of whatever she going through, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because she has no sympathy for anybody else. She's going around here. She came, first of all, she came from a whole nother state to specifically go to Mississippi, Biloxi, and try to put razor blades in baked goods. This is ridiculous right here. What type of evil thought process is this? Who has time on their hands to do dumb shit like this? This is wild right here. Jesus Christ.
Walmart locations right here on Court Switzer Drive and the other on Pass Road for the same complaint. The incidents prompted an immediate response, including removing a...
Hold on here. So she had to open the bags. Listen, look, we got to dive deep. She had to open the bags to reach three breads deep to put razor blades on the fourth bread. Man.
Incidents prompted an immediate response, including removing affected products from store shelves and notifying the public. Benson was taken into custody, processed, and transported to the Harrison County Adult Detention Center Tuesday, December 16th, and Justice Court Judge Albert Fountain set bond at $100,000. Officials have not said what led to the alleged actions, but they confirmed the case is being treated as intentional.
We were able, in partnership with Walmart, to comb through a ton of surveillance footage, and we were able to locate a specific individual that looked like they were spending a lot of time in that particular area and seemed to be messing with multiple items that were displayed for sale and putting them back on the shelves. And so that led us to want to be able to contact that person and speak with them. And ultimately, we were able to charge that person with this crime. The investigation is ongoing and things can change, of course. But at this time, it looks like she acted alone, and it looks like there were no other stores that were impacted other than the 2 Walmart locations in Biloxi. I think it's important to be vigilant. You know, we've all made it home from the grocery store with something that was damaged or open, and we didn't realize it until we got home. You know, just make sure that you're inspecting those items before you put them up or before you prepare them, just to make sure that everything's safe with it. Obviously, you know, we as consumers buy most of our groceries in a grocery store, and that those items of food come into contact with innumerable amounts of people over the course of their lifespan. So it's always important just to be extra cautious and vigilant. It's completely bizarre. My law enforcement career spanned well over a decade at this point, and every time I think, oh man, I've seen it all, something comes up again. I've never seen a crime like this before. You know, the charges that were brought against her, we had to partner with the DA just to know what in the world to charge somebody who did this with, and it's a charge that's rarely used in the state, but it fits the circumstance so completely. Within an hour of us releasing surveillance video, we had this person identified, and that is due 100% to the cooperation of the community. So, you know, thank you to the community. Without them, we couldn't do our jobs. And so, you know, this one's really on everybody, on the community as a whole, as a collective. You know, just the ability to come together and identify a danger to the community and give us an opportunity to take that danger off the streets. Much appreciated.
Benson remains in custody as the investigation continues. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. But for now, reporting for where you live here in Biloxi, I'm Everett Gagne Jr., WXXV.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is here, man. Jesus Christ. Hold on here. And this is where we at now. This is where we at now, people. Man, wow. So this woman came from Texas all the way to Biloxi, Mississippi. She had to cross over all the way. We don't know what part of Texas she came from, but she had to cross over Louisiana through parts of Mississippi to get down to the coast of Mississippi to Biloxi. Jeez, man, just to do this crime. These weirdos out here in the world, these fucking weirdos. And you think we don't need insane asylums again? Listen, look, man, it's a difference between people that do crimes that are sane, that need to be locked up in prison, versus these bats right here that are insane and need to be locked up in insane asylums. We need to start separating the two. But on the big picture here, this is ridiculous here, man. This man, I can't understand how, this individual here brain works, because I'm a sane person. I can't imagine going, 2 states over to, bring damage upon people. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm glad that she's been arrested. I'm glad that she's been charged. I don't think she needs any bond. I don't understand, in certain situations when they catch people red-handed like this and they have the footage and the evidence red-handed, why are you giving people bonds still? I don't understand that. But, it is what it is, though. We still have to abide by the laws of the land. And, of course, everybody needs their due process and stuff like that. I get it. But Jesus Christ, man, I can't. No, sir. No, ma'am. This is ridiculous right here. That this bat is, has endangered people's lives and stuff like that. And, I don't give a fuck what she been through in her life, things like that. You need to work on yourself to try to make sure that you get through whatever trauma and issues that you have in life, and you don't project that shit on other people, through dangerous situations. So obviously, what she's been charged with is a felony. So now we know this. So now we know that if you are out there, doing what it was, menace something, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? That's a felony. So yeah, all right then. I'm glad she got a felony. Hopefully they keep her ass locked up for a long time. And be honest with you, I think she should be charged with attempted murder on top of that too. Because, if the wrong person had got that and things like that, it bit into it, something, man, this would have been a whole tragic situation. Thank God nobody was hurt and affected by this bat's decision to, do something tragic and try to hurt society. So yeah, let's lock her ass up, keep her bound and chained. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.